In this short documentary, I will talk about how audiences respond to media text. I will include theories such as the hypodermic syringe/needle theory, the two-step flow theory, cultivation/culmination theories, and identification sensitization theories. First up, the hypodermic syringe theory. Hope you enjoy. The hypodermic syringe theory is the idea that mass media messages are shot into us uncontrollably. It is said that it is very much like a syringe in the way it shoots at us with force and affects us. Film and television wise, we communicate with what we see on screen. We react to these connections in different ways. Some readings are more dominant than others. When viewing a media text, our behaviour type can change instantly. The clip you've just seen showed a typical fight scene in a film. That was from Godfrey Ho's 1993 film Undefeatable. Many people wouldn't be affected by this kind of behaviour on a film, but there is some people who it would affect majorly. Some people's behaviour will become very violent after watching that and may cause harm to others. That was the hypodermic syringe theory. Now, two-step flow theory. The two-step flow theory is the theory that information from media text does not flow straight to the reader's brain, and rather filtered through opinion leaders, or as we call them, the press. Once reading this type of media text, we take in the information from the opinion leaders. This is why it's called two-step flow. Now for the cultivation theory. The cultivation theory is the belief that people who are exposed to television or media text can change their opinions on reality and society. It can have an effect on even those who watch minimal television. Now it's time to get the opinion of someone else. I set up both a questionnaire and an interview for two different people, two different ages. So, what type of films would you say you particularly enjoy?
Oh, westerns, war.
Is there any particular reason for this?
Well, I just like action films, just like that sort of stuff.
Would you say violence in action films influences you at all? Like, do you feel like you want to go out and have a fight with someone if you've seen a big scene?
No, not at all. No.
Do you think it would have an impact on maybe some of the younger generation who are adventurous?
Quite possible it would, yeah.
Alright, thank you very much.
Okay.
In this interview, I found out that this man enjoys action films which contain violence, but has no effect on him whatsoever. Next up, the questionnaire. When I asked my younger brother, Sean, who is 13 years old, about the film, this is what he had to say. Firstly, when I asked him what films he enjoyed, he replied with horror and action. When I asked how does this affect him, does it make him want to have a fight, he replied with sometimes, yes. This shows that maybe the younger the generation are, the more you want to try things compared to the older generation. The final theory. The identification theory is the belief that violence in media text releases tension to some people. Some inconclusive information revealed that psychiatrists claim to have shown sex offenders pornography to release them from their emotions. Supposedly it worked. The sensitization theory, however, is the belief that some screenings can cause people to have effects of violence. Like mentioned earlier, people can have lethal side effects of movies, and some people will become violent and aggressive. So, how does this all link? Well, in conclusion, the audience of a media text react in different sorts of ways, some more aggressively than others. People have their different views on this, and has caused moral panics with politicians and parents, in order to save society from what it's becoming.